back to the channel. Today continue KŞYAUSU season 2. Last video, Patrick, it was Ricky and Patrick. Patrick confessed that he loves Emiko, not to her, but to us, to the audience. He confessed that he loves her. That was very surprising because I thought it was Kate. I thought it'd be Kate. I did not even imagine that the living dolls, the humans, and the shadows, like, whatever, like, kind of like each other that way, would, like, romantically, would be in a relationship type. I didn't consider the possibility. I just thought that, oh, if he doesn't like anybody, it's gonna be a shadow. And if Emiko likes anybody, it's gonna be the people with faces. I was thinking about the entire show as a whole because there's a divide, clear as day. Since we stepped into this show, episode 1, season 1, there's a divide. I'm back to see that episode again. Cause like, when I started the show, it wasn't a show what I was watching, what I was getting into, other than like Shadow's House. I didn't even read the synopsis, right? But then I just like to go back at it and see probably what I didn't even think to remember because it's my first time seeing the show. I didn't see anything interesting. I just, I don't know, I'm mentioning it. I went back and I saw the kids, saw the shadows. And it gives me the feeling like, damn, this show is creepy. And there's like so much things going on behind the scenes and things that, like, oh yeah, like how the shadows, they're gonna merge with the faces. Like the freaking thing that Edward did, right? There's all that. And then Dumb and Shirley. Oh, what I did notice, and I was like, oh yeah, so maybe that's why, like, Shirley is that little puppet shadow right now. So when the kids first came to the house and then they were given the tea to drink, and then they're laying down on the beds, unconscious, after I guess their memories are white, little, like, shadow puppets came to them, I guess, to just study their face and become the silhouette of them. Because I saw, like, one, like, little shadow puppet thing, like how Shirley looks now, hopped up on where Emiko was laying. That must have been like who Kate is, what Kate was and Kate is now, to go take Emiko's silhouette. I want to say her face, but they're just literally the shadow. All of that happened last video. I'm excited to get into this next episode. Hopefully they mention, because they don't like to mention what happened last. Hopefully, was it this show? I think they had that problem. But hopefully why would they mention the confession? Because what else could he do? He's not gonna tell anybody. What do I hope they mention more of? I don't know. But I am excited to see this episode. So now, without further ado, let's continue. It is already so late. I already watched Hajime no Ippo, and it's almost 7. I've never recorded so late. Like, the sun's not going down yet. But I had to do it. And this one, I don't know what to say about this one. I don't know her until now. But just because she looks so innocent, and then the way they were talking about the twins. She really has to blush to convey the shadow's feelings. The identity of Master Robe in this episode is very, to see them in that state. Because, like, what are y'all really doing? And they're innocent. They were used by Master Robe. So that is, like, he's not on their side. He's also not an enemy. But it's just, you'll do this? And they're innocent, even though they weren't the most pleasant girls. Like, what do they do? And now, like, the humans, like the human girls who you're all treating as dolls, are being tortured. If it's really someone that's actively shown, that's like actively working in the house, I don't know. That's gonna be a shock, because I just feel like it's the Anthony and Christopher that they're mentioning. It's just a shock, but because they're portraying the ending song, I knew that there was gonna be a story with the two of them. Just like, maybe Mary Rose is a suspect, but well, it'd have to be Mary Rose. Mary Rose, I don't suspect Barbara or Barbie of anything. Is it mandatory for the shadows? I don't suspect them. It still doesn't, it doesn't explain the whole thing against shadow cells. What if someone set him up? Why show the flower? It's just a flower. It's just a flower. Maybe they realized they've been gathering in his room. Told the girl to give him some. Oh. And then no, this will just lead them closer. The girl gave that to them. What if we just don't use perfume anymore? Or is it because you are someone of the house and you have to be scented? So, damn, it's not Christopher then? It's just not part of the story. What's the point of mentioning him so much? I guess it just has to do with Barbara, Barbie, Meadows, and Rosemary's backstory. So that's the one who's why he's mentioned. Oh my gosh. One face was clean. I'm trying to just think of somebody. Maybe it's really Medi, those Medi. One face was clean. Or we're talking about when we visited and did the infirmary thing. This shows the whole mystery. That's a genre I didn't even mention. They wanted them to find this. In that moment which spans across days, let us meet in the place where that which was wicked was shattered. Oh, where the coffee was? That's a grand open space. And the robe person is very tall. Like Meadows and Rosemary. How did you know they find it that day? Do you come here all the time just to make sure? Right? Because oh, she's smarter than us. And the distorted voice sounds like a girl. Damn, she knows some and they don't. Is it has something to do with as soon as she was like born, she did not feel for the Shadow's house? Morph, like, is something to do with her powers as well? Memories. What memories would a shadow person have if they're created? I don't know how they're really created though. Just like that little figure that Shirley has turned into. Memories before you became a mimic to a human. I don't know what that means really. Like who? Is the previous form of a shadow. The little thing. The form before they became to mimic a human. Once to mimic a human, they also mimic its intelligence. So like their theories are correct kinda. And I think what I was saying in the beginning is the mimic, the little thing. Or no, morph. Literally, thank you for saying it as it is. This show is so creepy. Not in a bad way. Like it's a good plot. Like really creative. I never would have imagined I'd be watching something like this. But for saying it as it is. Wait, what? Oh, like maybe he's hiding things too. Wait. Y'all gotta be quiet, especially after that burst of Sut. She was really just afraid what they think of her. That's Rosemary, bro. No. Meadows. She's gonna say the name now. Ah, see? Huh. If it's not her, that's crazy. Because all I can think of. Because like, what if it's really Christopher and then just making me believe, oh, it can't be him no more. Ah, it's her. Shadow's house. Wow. This ending song, how they show, I can't remember which one's Barbie. I think she's Barbara. Okay. Whichever one of them. The fact that it shows both of them, what does this mean? Like, what is Mario's trying to do regarding like Barbara and Barbie? Does she want to save them? Is this the whole reason why? Because like she didn't lose her memories and she wants to save everyone, especially her, because they debuted together and they're friends. Or they were friends, or at least she cares for her. Wow, I would have never thought that. So I think the morph is the little like thing that Shirley was turned into, and what I was talking about that I saw when I watched the first episode again. Perfect timing. Like I always just, and I'm mentioning something before it happened, but to think that she has memories of that time, and I think that is what the morph is, hopefully. But the entire time she didn't say anything. They basically gave it away that it was her, because in the ending song, why are you showing them two? But then maybe it's like, oh, since they debuted together, like maybe there's a backstory. So since it's Mario, she definitely told Rosemary that she's human and everything. They're trying to work together. Basically how like Emiko and Kate how it started with just them. To, I don't know what her plans are though. She wants to stop everything and like free Shadow's house, but then Mario's kind of seemed like, do you really think that's enough? Or like she just didn't seem like that would change anything. A house of kidnappers and all this. She knows the house is corrupted and wrong and evil, but how is she gonna go about changing it? Why did she do all of the things she did? She wants to prevent people from getting brainwashed more, and that's by like breaking the glass. But then you put the twins, the human twins, through all of that. I need to know more, but I'm glad that they revealed who it was. I titled a whole video, Chris, why are you hiding? But then it became like more obvious that it was her. At least just in this episode. I wanted to really believe it was him, but I guess that's too obvious, right? And then by the time you start suspecting Mary Rose, Mary Rose, and Rosemary, then I guess it's just too late to say, oh, I've always thought that way. I didn't, and I'm not gonna say I did. But damn. The surprising part is that Kate knows everything. She remembers everything, which I was wondering, like, from the beginning, you didn't seem like you're for the Shadow's house. Like, where did that drive to change and like free all the humans, and how did you know? Where did all that come from? Because she never forgot anything, and I didn't even know where they came from until like I saw that. Still, I don't know how they came to be, but the fact that she remembers everything. What is everything? Like, how long has she been around, or they been around as the little like shadow figure thingy? And then Meridos has been dealing with this for way longer, because she's been around since when Barbara and Barbie, like when they debuted, like she's been not doing this whole Master Robe thing, but she kept this secret for all this time and knew that Shadow's house was a bunch of kidnappers and everything was just evil and corrupt here. Like she was probably saying all these things to get Kate angry, just see like why you've been hiding the fact that you're Morph and what your intentions are and how do you plan to change Shadow's house. Said all of that because she plans to do the same thing. She wants to save her friend Barbie or Barbara, whichever. I need to figure out whose name belongs to who. But yeah, they showed the ending song there. I know that maybe they're really close. In their past, did they get into an argument? I don't remember, but I'm sure she still cares for it in the end of the day, which is why she's so passionate about. And house kidnappers, they're humans. She wants to change the entire thing. You can't just do it from your point, from where she is. She's not even a Starbearer. She's not even an adult. She can't do anything from where she's now, so I guess she just had to do this whole like master operation. Anyway, so I'm going to end the video here. Really hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you did. Class bar, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.